Strong passion for the game here. Looking for a double tap. Not gonna find it. Relating wave on the follow-up. The other corner snipes it and puts the first goal in.
Placement from Relating Wave, but power as well. He needed to shoot this one quickly. Rise was lunging out the underside of the crossbar. Just barely missed out on giving Moist a close-up look at the goal.
Yeah, the shot differential here, not too extreme. Finally, we'll see Rise put in a goal on the pass play and break the drought.
Endpoint all got caught off the goal line for a bit too long there. Vatira sends it towards the goal. Rise there would have started to become a bit of an identity crisis, but that could be Moist back in the play. But they've got defended here, and they can't miss the Norris beats them to it. And that's great. You've broken your scoring duck, but you've just got a conceded Vatira with a rare backboard whiff.
A scoring drought is also a game-win drought. Rise, but Archie's already airborne, clears it to the backboard. Joyo's up 4, extending to Rise. A nice setup, but blocked by Metanaris. What a pre-jump into the ground. Not quite. Vatira's holding it on, but it's 0 seconds. It's off his hood to the back. Relating Wave looks for one more. Not going to find it. Doesn't need it. Endpoint take game 1.
Yeah, no more goals per game for Relating Wave on that one. They're gonna. Great job by Relating Wave there, making himself huge on the goal line.
Huge block. Metanaris now looking for the counterattack on the other end. Tried to hold on to the flip. How does this go in? What happened?
Well, Rise was back, and he was in a 1v1 defensive position, but he didn't expect Metza to get a bump on him. Rise just played the ball.
Rise will sneak the ball past him. Vatira moving up the midfield. Does he take the pass option? Just goes for the fake and gets the ball open. Goal. Joel will tuck it in.
Well, no doubt about that one. A little bit more of a blunt bump there from Rise as he mind games one. Gets his revenge on Metanaris. Both players now with physical plays look the more threatening of the two teams. Archie's actually got half an open net here. Turns on it. Slams it in. They have done it again. And they didn't need regulation for this one. Joyo getting intercepted by Metanaris. Archie in the perfect spot downfield. And he makes a great open net shot straight down the middle. No doubt, Endpoint lead by 2.
The using the
challenge
Moist
they have not risen to.
The thing that I think is genuinely scary for Moist too is it's the teamwork from Endpoint and the consistency. Look at it, my God!
Wow,
shot from Archie here on the pass.
Oh my!
So consistent.
I mean, you say teamwork, it's immediately coming through. Archie in the middle, Relating Wave hits it straight to him. Archie hardly has player lacking that offensive prowess that we've become so used to seeing. It's almost a given that it'll be there. As Metanaris completely annihilates Vatira on the backboard. Vatira not ready for that one. He's trying to control this one, but he accidentally runs right into Metza. Say goodbye to any last-second efforts in this game. Time is gone. Endpoint have done it again, and this is after a timeout. Moist have tried to make the adjustments, but this game looked exactly the same as both of the games before. The only difference being Vatira played the Octane. I mean, that's really all that changed. So if that timeout, if all they got out of that timeout was maybe Archie's playing for the block there, he has to expect the Moist defender to hit the ball. So if, that's going to be a goal. Rise has done it again. This has been a super messy game for Moist, but it doesn't matter. A win is a win. A goal is a goal. They've done it, but they've still, I think, got to step up from here.
This is a good spot. Joy's going to kind of come in on a sloppy clear and get it past another player. But right away, he's got to cover this up with the back, and he's not going to be able to. Vatira makes it a 2-goal game. Excellent recovery here by Joyo. That is such a difficult ball to beat Metanaris to, but he manages to because he lands with the power slide on to keep all of his momentum. Immediately just a little bit made them think, okay, there we go. That looked like us. That looked like what we were doing when we were dominating EU. And now they've led into an easy goal. So this game, very much Moist to throw away at this point if they are going to. Metanaris trying to clear the ball, ends up centering it by mistake. And now Moist have got that we've been missing. It's the offense that we're so used to seeing from Moist, but not today. Man, props to them for being able to somehow mentally bounce back from that first minute where everything was just right there in front of them and it fell apart. Well, I think what is more notable for this moment is not that Moist has scored 4 goals to me.
Can continue to do what they've done in this game. This is still a competitive series. We've seen reverse sweeps from them in the past, but reverse sweeps in the best of 7 are extremely hard to do, especially when Endpoint still have to be saying to each other that they've got this. They've got to be telling Joyo that he's nuts. And hey, they've got to be shouting it right this very second because he's got to open the scoring. Vatira just put in a one shot on net, which Metanaris couldn't control, and then pounces on his weak clear to center to Joyo. Oh, but a shot It should have been follow-up, but Vatira runs away with it. Where was the follow-up shot there? Or at least follow-up challenge from Endpoint. There isn't one. Vatira fakes out everybody.
Look at the, what do you do as the defender? You see Vatira here dribbling, like Archie's like, okay, I got this. And he sees Joyle coming up behind him. Who do you block? What do you do? They built a wall behind the ball, and it didn't matter. Block.
Yeah, relevant block as well. Still a long time to go in this game. Still match point for Endpoint.
Oh no.
Vatira's not going to give any chances to save that one. 3-0. And Moist, the team who couldn't create any chances hardly in the first 3 games of this matchup, have created a mountain of them in game number 5.
This is wild.
They just need to keep that clean sheet. It's the most important thing right now, and it's looking like a pretty difficult thing to do from this range. Relating Wave opens the scoring with just 54 seconds left. Is still on for Endpoint, though.
I'm still just the thing that's notable about this play to me is Metzenar's hitting the crossbar there. His accuracy was down the field. 5, 4. Vatira's got control. Joyo's on the wall, and that'll do it. Moist rallying huge here. 2 wins in a row. Still on match point. We're getting closer and closer to game 7.
Did we forget? We should never forget that Moist are
approaching halftime. Neither team on the board. And I think from Endpoint at this point, this was considered an improvement, given that by halftime they were losing. We're not even there yet. Never mind. Strike my words. Joyle puts it in.
Yeah, Relating Wave take notes. Joyle has the backboard read. He's got the goal. And unfortunately for Endpoint,
30 seconds left. And Metzenaris.
What touch.
Over 1. Here's Vatira. To the corner, and it's in. He's got it for free. 2-0. Moist Esports are alive and kicking.
A great first touch by Vatira, playing it as high as he can to get it over the top of the challenge that he knew would become. I do remember that. I don't think the Endpoint fans are big fans of you for you doing that anymore. But oh, hold on. They're going to get one late goal. Relating Wave hits the target, and Moist are in a bit of a mess on that play. They had everybody back, but not really sure where or what to do with the ball.
7 seconds left. A good kickoff could change everything. We could go to overtime and put the end of the series within reach again. How does this go? Stayed on the ground. That's not a good sign for Endpoint. They'll get it lofted here, but it's in the wrong corner. Metzenaris. They're struggling to keep this one off the ground. Rye's going to actually keep it alive for a second there, but no. Moist will put it into the ground. Game 7 inbound. How about it?
Who are starting to up the pace now. They're fighting for that midfield like they did earlier on in the series, but the net's open. And Metzenaris can only put it in his own net. It might have been in already, but there was no third man, no one at home for Endpoint. And Metzenaris decided, I've got to do something. It's already in. Unfortunately, couldn't hit his own post.
Miss. Joyo's there. Long clear down the field. Relating Wave, keeping it high, connecting with Archie. The clock is expired, and it's into the ground. You can't stop them. You can't count them out ever. Moist Esports, reverse sweep Endpoint.
That is unbelievable. How on earth did Moist level up like this? Look at the energy on the face cams. I don't think they can believe it either. They are now the team with the most reverse sweeps this season, and it shows why. I mean, to dig themselves out of that hole, not just to be